Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a full face makeup tutorial using only e.l.f. products, and I have gathered quite a few e.l.f. products over the past like 6 months or more. I have been very familiar with e.l.f. for a long time, so I wanted to challenge myself to create a look using only e.l.f. products. I am part of the e.l.f. Beauty Squad, so sometimes e.l.f. sends me their newest things every month, so it's really cool to kind of try out these products and then be able to share them with you guys. So there's a lot of things that I use in this video that I have never used before, and there's some things that I have used in the past that I really love. So it's kind of a mixture of like a first impressions and just busting out some of my old favorite e.l.f. products to use to create this look. And when I did do this look, I didn't really know where I was going to take it, but I wanted to create a look that I would normally do for every day and something that's really wearable. I made the eyes very soft and kind of natural everyday tones, and then I just bumped it up with this rich brown lip. So if you guys want to see how I created this look using only e.l.f. products, then keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is prep my lids with this e.l.f. eye primer. It comes in the color Sheer, so I think it's just kind of like a universal color. So I'm just going to use the wand and apply some on my lid and just blend it in with my finger. Now that my lids are prepped, I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette. This was the only one that they had at my local Target, so I just went with this one. It has a bunch of neutrals. This palette is called the Mad for Matte palette, and I figured I would just do kind of like an everyday look using this palette.
I'm taking the lightest shade from the palette and applying this under the highest point of my brow. I really like this color because it's more of a skin tone color and it's not too bright. Very natural, which I like. Next, I'm taking the Beautifully Bare Total Face palette, and I'm taking the peachy shade and using this as a transition color on my lid. Now I'm taking the e.l.f. blush palette, and I love this peachy color, so I thought it would be great to add some warmth and peach tones into my crease. Now I'm going back to the eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking this matte brown, and I'm using an angled eyeshadow brush and sweeping this back and forth in my crease just to add some definition and depth on my lid. Now I wanted to play with this darker shade in the palette, and I'm just putting this in the outer and inner corner of my lid just to add more shape to my eyes. And then I decided to add that same color in my crease, and this will help blend out any of the edges too. Now I'm taking this peachy shimmery color from this eyeshadow trio, and I wet my brush and I put it on the center of my lid, but it just didn't give me enough shimmer that I wanted, but I worked with it. I went back and used this eyeshadow duo, and I used the dark brown just to kind of make that shimmery color in the center of my lid pop a little bit more, and this also helped add more definition to my lids.
So I don't have an e.l.f. mascara, so I'm going to quickly put on a mascara and then pop on some lashes real quick. I already prepped my skin with the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, and this fills in any fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, and it also has vitamins A, C, and E, and it'll help moisturize your skin too. I'm going to try out one of e.l.f.'s foundations. I have not tried a liquid foundation from them before. So the one that I picked up from Target is this one. It's the oil-free SPF 15 with sunscreen flawless finish foundation. I got two different colors and I matched myself before this, and I'm actually going with the lighter one, and this one is in the color Sand, so if you're close to my skin tone, then I would definitely recommend Sand. I forgot to pick up a foundation brush from e.l.f., so I'm going to actually use these sponges right here. This is the Beautifully Precise Precision Sponge Trio, and I'm actually going to use the larger one. This is what it looks like. It's definitely going to be a dupe for a beauty blender, so I'm going to wet this and use it damp to apply my foundation.
So I like to put a couple pumps of the foundation on the back of my hand, and then I start applying it on my face with my finger just to kind of spread the foundation out first. Then I'm going in with the largest sponge, and I'm just dabbing that foundation out, and it's giving myself like more of a medium coverage. So I actually went back with a brush and I just added a little bit more foundation and blended everything out.
So after applying the foundation, I am pleasantly surprised on how well it matched my skin. It looks really nice. This foundation, the consistency, it's not going to be like a lightweight foundation, and it's not going to be like a super thick and heavy foundation. It's kind of right in between. So you can make it sheer if you want by adding like a setting spray to the foundation or your beauty blender, anything that you want to do to sheer it out. Or you can actually build up the coverage and make it really full. So I think you can definitely have a nice range when it comes to coverage with this foundation.
I don't have an e.l.f. concealer, so I just used my own, but I used the medium-sized sponge, and I actually loved how perfect the size was for patting out my concealer underneath my eye area or any smaller areas on the face.
Okay, so now that I have my concealer on, I'm going to kind of set underneath my eye area, and I'm going to use this contour palette from e.l.f. This is a great palette. I have used it before, and I did actually do a full review and tutorial on contouring and highlighting with this palette, and I will definitely link it below, so you have to check it out. And I am going to use this color right here. It's going to be more of a yellow shade, and I'm going to use this underneath my eye just to set everything.
I like using a yellow tone powder underneath my eye because it does help cancel any blue or purple undertones that we usually have under our eyes. So it helps cover dark circles, and it also helps brighten other areas on the face. So I like to use it on the highest points of my face too.
And just for fun, I'm going to try out this product from e.l.f. and this is their HD Under Eye Setting Powder. It's in the color Sheer, so I figured I would just pop it on top of that powder highlight that I use. Since it's sheer, I figured why not? I'll just try it. I think for the most part, you want to put it on like on top of your concealer, but we're just going to try this out for fun. It does look really nice under the eye area, and I feel like it brightened just a little bit, but it's great for just making everything look really smooth. And it's a great like finishing powder for on top of a concealer, so I like it. Before I move on to bronzer and contouring, I'm going to set my foundation. So I'm going to take this product from e.l.f. and this is the translucent mattifying powder. It comes with a little sponge, and this is the powder. So I'm just going to take this brush from e.l.f. and this is the complexion brush, and I'm just going to use this powder to set everything. For my bronzer, I'm going to go back into the e.l.f. contouring palette, and I'm going to use this warm brown right here and apply this to the outer areas of my face to add a little bit of warmth to my skin. Now I'm going to contour my cheeks. I'm going to start off with this contour brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to use the darker color that comes in this contouring palette. So I'm just going to load up my brush and put this in the hollows of my cheeks. For my blush, I'm actually going to go back into the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm going to use the same color I used in my crease on my eyes, and I'm going to use this as my blush.
I'm going back to the Beautifully Bare Total Face palette, and I'm taking the highlighter that's in the palette. It's going to be more of a softer, subtle, natural highlight, which I think is great for every day. I like to apply highlighters on the highest points of my face where the light will naturally hit. I'm going to go back and finish on my eyes, so I'm just applying a little bit of that eyeshadow primer and blending it underneath my lower lashes. And I'm taking that same dark shadow I used on my eyes, and I'm just smudging this close to my lower lashes. And to diffuse any edges, I'm going back with the fluffy eyeshadow brush and blending everything out. My lips have been a little dry, so I thought I would exfoliate. I'm taking this lip exfoliator from E.L.F, and I love that it's in a lipstick form. Then I just wipe away my dead skin and that scrub, and then it leaves your lips super soft and ready for some lipstick. Last but not least, I'm applying one of the E.L.F moisturizing lipsticks, and because I went soft on the eyes, I decided to go with a darker color on the lips.
Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I might even do like a full face look with only E.L.F products, but more of a dramatic, colorful look. So let me know if you want to see that. I will list all the products that I used in this video down below so you guys can check it out. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.